Hello, everybody. Welcome to Perpetual Backlog, episode 103. I am very sick. And by very sick, I mean I'm just actually getting over whatever the fuck that I had. So I'm going to sound like I have no energy at all. But I'm Aqua, like always, and joining me is the two people that aren't sick. Dalit
Hi, I'm 3,000 miles away from him. I'm safe.
and Leek.
And I'm even further.
Even safer.
Okay. Yeah, so I played Kuronoki Seki this week. Like, obviously, because that it came out and I've been playing it. I mean, I can't really say much. I did a lot of basketball in it. Like mini games
I have watched you play basketball.
the mini
Can
games
confirm.
kind of dumb. And there's really no reason to do it to actually do it, I guess, unless it's your first time doing it in like certain areas, then you get like an item or something, but that's honestly about it. I mean, I'm like over halfway through the game. I won't beat it before Star Ocean 6 comes out, so I'll take a break from it to play Star Ocean 6. But I mean, technically, I could beat it before Star Ocean 6 comes out. I have the next 2 days off, and I could fucking, poop sock my way through the game if I really wanted to. But I don't play games like that anymore. So
Anymore.
I mean, I used to fucking I almost beat Final Fantasy 16 in one, not 16, fucking Final Fantasy 15 in one sitting when it came out. So, I did it in 2 sittings. I played like 6 hours and then I played the rest of the game. So, so yeah, I mean, I don't do that anymore because I don't have the stamina to do that anymore. Other things I've played is I guess I'm getting into playing Arc Knights.
One of us. One of us. One. Well, not us, because Leek doesn't play, but one of my group. One of my. It's not as good. It's not as good.
I mean, I'm only entertaining it because it's the only MMO. Goddamn, what are the words I'm saying?
An MMO, I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, it's a massively multiplayer online game.
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
Because you do have friends and everything that you can play with.
I guess this feels like a stretch.
And I mean, yeah. It's the only mobile game that I just consistently hear good things from. I don't ever hear bad things from Arc Knights.
The music is amazing. The art's very good. The lore's very good, though the community needs a more available lore master because there's a lot of stuff that I'm sure I have missed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to hear someone who's been playing longer and is smarter than me talk about this world. Yeah, there's a lot to like about it. It's also gacha, so that's points against it. But everything else is super good.
Yeah. But I just mean like, okay, so like, I mean, gacha aside, because gacha is always a negative. So I guess that's the only thing. But I just consistently never hear, oh, this gacha is bad, or that what they're doing in this game is fucking horrible, or we're Genshin Impact and we don't do any anniversary events because we're bad. We hate our player base, or something like that.
No, Yoostar and Hypergriff are they're pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
And genuinely speaking, as of late, they've really been putting their music out there for people to enjoy more regularly. Even if you don't enjoy the game, Monster Siren, as a production studio, has an ear for talent and has been grabbing a lot of very well-known folk to make very, very good music for their very, very good game. I highly recommend listening.
Yeah,
It's not just like anime music or anything. You will find something to enjoy. I promise.
I listened to Gator Lady's song like half of the day today.
Gabriel the Invincible, yes.
Yeah.
I remember selling you that song very easily.
Because you were like, this is like a Ruby song, and I was listening to it, and I'm like, wow, this sounds exactly like a Ruby song. And then I asked Psycho, I was like, who's singing this? Adrian Cowan. I was like, you want to know what? That's because she sings Ruby songs.
Because it's a Ruby song.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. I mean, also Casey Williams and Jeff Williams actually composed a song for Arknights as well, so.
They did, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I just consistently am. Like, I guess the only the downside that I have with it is one, it's a tower defense game.
That is very true. Yes.
But it's also a tower defense game that, like, I guess I don't have to, like, always keep thinking about it. I'm just like, oh, well, I'm gonna set my normal people right here, and hopefully they'll get the job done. And if they do get the job done, I'm like, cool. Then I can just do this, and I could just hit the replay button, or like hit that auto whatever fucking button, and it does everything I did the last time.
Just
Like,
so, and it's more or less guaranteed to work with some variants.
Yeah. And the whole base building thing, I'm not entirely sold on, but I guess it's whatever. But that's okay, because I have. Oh, I mean, one of our friends literally lives in this video game, so if I really ever need, if I really ever be like, I don't know what to do here, I just like, Psycho, tell me what to do. So,
Sensei, teach me the ways.
I'm not calling him Sensei, but okay. I'll call him Senpai. How about that?
Is that not worse? I feel like that's worse.
Senpai knows.
Anyhow, welcome to Arknights.
Welcome to the family, son.
Pretty relevant, honestly.
Welcome to
pretty-
your PNG ladies.
Yes.
PNG, like, mixture of animal ladies.
Actually,
oh, yes.
we got.
I'm sorry, yes.
we have
The
gifts
animal
now.
ladies. Oh, you have gifts now.
Yeah,
The
live
anime
Oh
stream.
yeah,
ladies.
they
Let's
have
go.
gifts now. Yeah, they
Oh,
upgraded.
cool. Oh, yeah, that's a good upgrade.
Not even 3D, just GIFs, just 2D GIFs.
Did I play any? No, I don't think I played anything. Arknights and Kuro. Sitting here
Whoa.
preparing for Thursday. Right.
I personally had a bunch of time for gaming, but I spent it pretty irresponsibly.
All right.
I played a lot of, I've actually like been joining D's group every other night for like 3 hours playing Overwatch.
Man, I need to reconsider like who I call friends or whatever, because
I'm so sorry, I
Like,
know.
I'm extremely disappointed.
Look, I would love to just play Gundam instead, but I have a fundamentally worse time in Gundam than I do as a 5-man stack in Overwatch.
All right.
I got nothing to defend myself. You're just correct to judge me. Judge me harshly. Alas, this is the reality of the world I live in.
Yep.
I literally didn't do anything else. Like
Wow, that's
nope. That's it.
you literally one night was like, I need something to play. All right. And I'm
just
like sitting
didn't
here
play
like,
anything.
I'm just like, man, you have so many games to play. You still need to get through Cold Steel 4, and then you log on and play fucking Overwatch with D. And I'm just like,
yeah,
man, I guess I'm gonna have to put you down a peg or two on my best friends.
I mean,
list.
that's fair. Look, man.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm also playing a little bit of Overwatch.
Let's go.
Because I got invited, yeah.
Let's
I
go.
think I mentioned this before, actually. My friend
Yeah.
has like no one else to play with, so they invited me to play. I have someone else to play with, but yeah, they invited me.
That's
to play.
okay.
That's the only time
you
I
can
ever
you can
play
do
Overwatch.
you can do no wrong, Lake. It's okay.
Well, okay. Hey, oh.
I mean, look, listen. I might agree with you, but I'm still hurt about this.
So what character are you playing as?
I actually end up filling in for DPS quite a bit, and I usually bounce between Hanzo and not Hanzo. Goodness, not Hanzo. Cassidy. Say it right.
Yeah, Cassidy.
Cassidy and Soldier, because everyone wants to be a sniper or Genji. So I'm like, whatever. I'll cover the actual damage, I guess.
I had to sit here and think, who the hell's Cassidy? And I was like, oh, wait a minute.
It's just everything in my power not to just call him McCree, because force of habit for 6 years.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Did you try Junkrat Queen?
Junker Queen. Actually, I lie. I also play Junkrat on certain maps where I can be absolutely horrendous.
Oh, Junker Queen, sorry.
No, I don't fill in for tank very often. I will also occasionally pop in for support, where I will play Moira and Mercy.
Oh, yeah.
But that's me. Who do you play as?
I like playing as Lucio a lot.
Hey,
very dapper.
Oh,
yeah,
got the beat.
Got the very
Pick up the
dapper
beat.
get suit.
Oh, you did? Nice. You got the jazzy one.
I like the jazzy one.
I have the golden frog.
I have that too, but I prefer the jazzy suit.
No, you were definitely right in this.
Yeah, that's usually the spot I go to. I tried the new guy. I can't remember his name.
New guy.
Yeah.
All three of the new ones were women.
No. There's a bloke who's a support as well. What's his name? Begins with B. But yeah, he shoots out health, and
Baptiste.
he also.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right. That dude. Yeah, he's very good. I very much enjoy playing him. But you need a bit more skill because you have to like shoot.
If you hit your shots, he will pump out a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, and it says like he puts out an immunity area as well, a small one.
Can't fall below 1 health.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Until it blows up.
Yeah, it's a lot more skill, obviously, because Lucio's an area effect healer.
Very so.
Yeah. Baptiste, yes, that's it. Try to commit that to memory. Let's see. Well, who else? Bastion. I'm not allowed to play
He's
this.
coming back tomorrow, I believe.
Okay.
So you'll get your robot back.
Yeah. But really, I only play like Overwatch like once a week.
Okay, to be fair to me, I didn't plan on this. I installed it to make sure that that all the stuff carried over, because I heard reports that people were logging in and seeing none of their Overwatch 1 experience, and apparently that was a bug that has been seen to. I then unfortunately stayed and played 2 games, and then might have let slip that I was playing, and now I play fairly recent.
And then you didn't uninstall it, so.
Look, but hey. It might be the only game I'm playing, but it's just because I'm not playing a whole lot, because my free time is usually let's go to the gym and then come back and suffer on Discord without moving because I ache.
Okay. I still mostly play Gundam Evolution.
I'm pleased that you're having fun with that, though.
I love it. I'm getting very good with the turn 8. I fucking love suplexing people. I'm learning. Who am I learning now? So, Zazabi is a bit tricky because of the axe. You have to aim them. Asamar. I actually love zooming around as like an aircraft.
It's
like a transformer. Yeah, go. Actually, Zaku 2 at first was a bit to me, but now that I realize you can zip away, heal, and come back, that's pretty good.
Yep. You are not a long-term skirmisher. You were just there to harass people.
Gun Tank's very fun. I do love Gun Tank. I love the G maneuver very much.
All right.
You could actually drone bomb people.
This is not an indictment on you.
Not that I approve of drone bombing in real life, but you know.
Oh, fair enough. This is not an indictment on you or anyone who enjoys Gun Tank. I think that's a wasted slot. That is such a crap character.
It's fun. I love it.
Oh, I can't get into it.
I need to work out bloody Barbatos. I'm so bad at basically jumping up in the air and you know, dragooning people basically. My aim is so bad. I always miss. I need to get better about it.
The other way around about it is jump into the air and then just hit them with your right click that you're charging up. Then they're stunned. And then you can do it.
Exactly. That's what I try to do. I'm always
Oh.
missing.
Oh, well, you know what? You play the answer to Barbatos in turn A anyway. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah. Turn A's so fun. Regular Gundams are also pretty good to play as well.
Yeah, I find that suit to be very strong.
Yeah, I like that. That stun is good too.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim, good old Jim.
Good old
Yeah.
Jim.
I don't play much as Dom, and what's the other one?
I love Dom Trooper.
Yeah, I like the winning animation.
Yeah, the MVP animations for Dom Trooper are great. Jetstream attack. I believe the last one is Pale Rider. It's the one that I played the most.
Pale Rider, yeah, that's pretty good. Or Bull Rounder.
Yeah, become as Codman.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, I've been doing the dailies. I actually did rank in. I've been doing some ranking as well. That's fun. And I also am knee deep in Marauders. I fucking love that game.
I keep seeing you log on to it. Yeah,
it's so fun and addicting. Yeah, I think I described it as Tarkov in space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Darker, which will come out at the end of the month again. Space pirate. I've actually tried to like jump onto other people's ships and try to steal their stuff. Yeah, it's great. That's like they encourage you to do that, so that's always fun. But yesterday I had such a fucking bad day. I don't know, it was like a cursed session or something, because I either got shot out the sky before I even got to the station. I don't know. They were fucking loaded with like tanked up spaceships. They were just shooting me and destroying me. Oh, there's like, because if your ship gets hit too badly and you reach 0% on your engine, you start taking damage within the ship because it starts burning up. So you have to either cool down your engine enough for it to repair, or you get the fuck out of there. And I died just like 1 foot in front of my buddy escape pod. It was so bad.
Unfortunate.
It's awful. It's awful. That happened to me a few fucking times in a row. I was like, what is happening today? So, and then the other times where people were just completely kitted out in the stations and was shot immediately. It was such a bad day.
Happens to the best of us.
You really feel it though. I actually was shouting at the screen, what is happening? But yeah, good fun. It is really good fun. I think that's all I was playing. What else was I playing? I did jump in Super People a bit more. But that, I don't know how I feel about that game. It's all right. It's like a bog standard PUBG type.
Yeah, Battle Royale.
Yeah, I mean, you get your special powers. I do like that you can craft in the game. So as you're running around, you can upgrade your own gear. That's pretty good.
That does seem pretty neat.
Yeah. I don't know. They keep offering like money prizes, cash prizes for like their tournaments, but you can only enter those tournaments at level 10, which will take you a bit to get to at first. But meh. I don't know. I just, my general feeling is meh. It's a fine game. It's okay. It's a bit.
You heard it here first, folks. Leak is
I mean,
whelmed.
it's like 50% review score so far on Steam. People are about the same as me, like on the bench. Some people don't like it, some people do. I don't know. It's all right. It's fun to play with game. You could play with 3 people, 2 people, all yourself.
7.5. Too much water.
It's all right. Yeah, and I think that's it. Really, that's all I did. Oh no!
Oh no!
Discord has activities now.
They do, yes.
So I was playing basically the equivalent of Uno and poker, and this drawing game. That was quite fun. You can watch YouTube on Discord together now. They've, instead of just streaming it, they have an application for it instead. And it's a bit like Rabbit, where you can everyone can just type in their own and make a list. That's all right.
Seems pretty useful, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I haven't messed with any of the games though. How did they?
Oh, there's checkers and chess as well. Yeah, it plays all right. It's just fun. Just idle thing to do with friends while you're chatting.
Fair enough. Love to hear it.
Have a go.
I shall.
We can do it now, actually, in this Discord.
Hey, maybe not right now, but yeah, let's.
For now.
We're playing chess while we're delivering the news.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, let me let me channel my inner Hans Niemann.
Maybe not Hans right now. Maybe
Yeah.
go with Magnus Carlsen instead.
No, I meant Hans Niemann because I'll just cheat.
You're terrible.
I forgot. I played like an hour of the first Descendants.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, if they had like a lot more polish in this beta, then it would be okay, I guess. But I mean, it just felt like Outriders. I'm gonna be real here.
Did it feel like a beta? Like these are things that they actually might change, or is this just a preview window for people who signed up before a certain point?
Oh no, this definitely felt like a beta.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, if they change like some of the stuff, I mean, like Melody was saying, guns were way too powerful. They were just they did way too much damage. Either they did way too much damage, or the enemies just did not have the
No.
HP.
The guns did too much damage. We don't want bullet sponges.
Yeah.
No.
And the abilities really don't do anything. I only played as like the Frost Lady, and her like ice grenades that really not they'll sometimes freeze enemies, but they.
I'm genuinely disappointed to hear this, because I think if you're gonna do, I guess it's not a hero shooter, but like if you're gonna do an ability for shooter, like the guns can't be the big thing. Everyone's gonna have the same couple guns, and all the guns will do the same thing.
Yeah.
What's gonna make the game feel interesting and novel every time you play it is having the abilities drive the combat.
Yeah.
Like I took a look at the site, and it looked like they had, like, I don't know, 10 or 12 different characters. Presumably they won't just be like skin swaps, and like they'll have their own builds.
Oh, they will.
Like,
They will, and I'm pretty sure you also have to like buy those characters. By the way,
sure.
But this is next on title.
The point is that, like, if you're gonna have like different characters with different abilities, you gotta make those abilities mean something. This can't end up like what was the game we played? What was it called?
What game?
The game that was like this.
Oh, Outriders.
Yeah, it can't be like Outriders where you just build for bullet damage and like augment your bullets and be fine. That's so incredibly lame.
It was. I mean, the biggest, like, the game looked okay.
Looked better than I thought. Yeah.
So that was one thing, and they have a grappling hook which worked really well. So that was one thing I thought was actually pretty good. But other than that, it just felt like your basic shooter, Destiny like game. There's even a place that kind of looks like the tower. So I mean, I was not really impressed. So we'll
worst
see.
case scenario,
It's free to play.
It's free to play, so we'll all get a chance to, take our chances on absolutely railing on it if it's a disappointment.
Yeah. But that's all I just remembered that I did that. Little doesn't have a question, but he has a statement.
Oh, okay.
His statement is, man, I wish I got offered 4 times my normal pay.
Yes, agree entirely. That would be lovely.
Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit. We got some news this week. I'm gonna rush through some of the quick ones first.
Sure.
Sonic Frontiers went gold this week, so that's in a state where they can put it on a disc and ship it out to people. Also, God of War Ragnarok also went gold this week, so
Yay!
it was also in a state of we'll be able to do that.
Soon.
WB Games announced Mortal Kombat Onslaught, which is going to be a mobile Mortal Kombat.
I'm not even
game.
going to fake a yay over this. This is
Yeah.
not what people want.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. And Square Enix trademarked the name Symbiogenesis.
Yeah.
Biogenesis, which is very, very interesting.
Interesting.
If you look up that word, it is the fuck that somebody said it was like the combination of like fuck, I forget what it is that the definition of the word is the exact like premise of what Parasite Eve is. So
Essentially, yeah.
yeah. So
Isn't that
essentially,
cool?
yeah. Essentially, they might be making another Parasite Eve game, or
All right, guys, let's just remake all the classic horror and psychological thrillers of the 90s. Let's go.
yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, people been wanting a Parasite Eve remake for
a while.
years.
Yeah. Was Third Birthday the last one?
Yeah.
Goodness, it's been an age.
It's Parasite Eve 1, 2, and Third Birthday. I only played Third Birthday. I understand Third Birthday. Not a very good video game. I enjoyed it. So, I don't know much about Parasite Eve games, but
I have played the games, and I've watched a movie that at first
that movie.
didn't seem to be a Parasite Eve movie, and I guess it is. One of these two things are not like the other. Like they're just not.
Oh.
They're weird, man. It's wild that movie was. It was with you, Leek. Yeah, that's right. We watched it.
Watch it. Was so
Yeah.
bad.
It was
laughing
great.
at places.
Yeah. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see if they're coming out with a new Parasite Eve. I'd like to see a modern one.
Yeah, I think it'd be really good for the company.
Yep. Then we'll get into what I like to say was the remnants of a probably canceled state of play that happened this week.
Yeah.
I heard from my good boys over at Gigaboots that there was a theory going around that PlayStation canceled the state of play because it looked like they had too much good shit.
Okay, so but
Wait,
hold
what?
on. we have to contextualize this because the context is very important.
Yeah.
Please.
The context is they are pushing for Microsoft not to get not to buy out Activision or whatever, because their thing is that if Microsoft buys out Activision, it's like them pretty much kind of becoming like a very heavy monopoly in the video game industry. And they're going to be like forcing all these exclusives over onto Xbox and PC, while this entire week everything that was announced are all PlayStation exclusives.
So, needless to say, between Sony saying that Microsoft would amass too much power in the industry, and frankly, at the moment, certain groups agreeing with them, having a state of play that would have been this strong, and let's not fool ourselves, this would have been very strong, would have kind of undermined their point.
Yeah, this state of play would have been fucking massively strong. So yeah, I dub it the canceled state of play week, where we had 3 showings of 3 different titles. One being Final Fantasy 16 came out with their new trailer called Ambition.
But it's so good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Really amazing. I'm very much looking forward to this game. The drama.
Still summer 2023. No
And it
official
is
release
too
date
far
yet.
away. I need
Yeah.
some of that like now.
I need a demo. Yoshi P, come on, please.
So bad do I need this demo.
Come on, Yoshi
Yes.
P, please. A lot of us are joking about what you know. So Yoshi P is on. You know. Obviously, he's headed this whole thing. All right. There is no way he drops this same week as FanFest, right?
He
there's
wouldn't.
there's no way he does that, right?
No. That would be. Please
mean.
don't.
That would be
Please
mean.
don't do that.
Be very mean. No, I assume it's probably going to be like August.
Oh wow, you assume it's going to be later than I do. Yeah.
I assume it's going to be August because I mean it could be June. Could be.
That's where I'm rather
hoping it's not.
optimistically hoping for. But
Hoping
yeah,
it's
June
not.
is kind of packed.
I'm hoping it's not because Trails from Reverie, Trails into Reverie comes out in June. Not because they announced it for June, just because there's a NVIDIA leak that says it's coming out in June, and all the rest of the NVIDIA leaks have been 100% correct. So, yeah, and I kind of want to play that game, and I also kind of want to make sure Sly and Laverne play that game, so I can get them on and actually talk about this damn series. But so I think August, but it could easily be that, or it could easily be July, and then Yoshi P just says, "Give me money." But who knows? Yeah. Anyway, this trailer was amazing. Showed off I think the 5 kingdoms that are within
Yeah, they're leaders as well, properly in their leader
So-
positions.
and the
Showed off
dominance.
most of the dominance, but not
Yeah.
all of them.
Which
That's
ones did it?
true.
Well, I mean, which one did it not
We
show?
didn't see Bahamut and we didn't see Ramu.
We saw Ramu.
Did we?
Yeah, they're literally the guy encased in lightning.
Okay.
I'll show you after.
I mean, it's very likely we did, but there were certain dominants that were more apparent in their
Well, yeah.
transformations. Is what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
they're
mean,
more humanoid. Yeah.
there was like an older gentleman that was literally.
We saw
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the dominants. We didn't see all the icons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we
Icons.
haven't seen what Ramu looks like in his like full form.
In
That's
his
true.
full,
Yeah,
full glory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we saw the dominant. We saw like almost all of the dominants. I don't think we've seen
Yes.
the Bahamut dominant yet.
I don't think so. I'm not sure. Yeah. No, I don't think so.
The Odin dominant literally looks like fucking Derplander.
It's just Meteor. Oh my goodness. I don't blame them for putting him in a new game. Like, I'm really not angry about that. It's gonna make the crossover so good.
Fucking and then they immediately make him fucking banging Garuda as well. So
That is what that implied, isn't it?
yeah.
There's a lot of power in that bed.
Yeah. So it was pretty good. I liked it. Showed off a tiny bit of like gameplay, very tiny.
Every time I see gameplay, it looks amazing.
Yeah. That fucking Devil May Cry fucking battle guy doing work. So yeah, I mean it looked pretty good. Summer 2023. So look forward to that.
Please
The thing that we had next was our Silent Hill transmission, which showed off a lot of all those rumors about all these Silent Hill games, like all these different teams making Silent Hill games.
I
was
guess
fucking
all true.
They were all true. First thing that they showed off was the fucking Silent Hill 2 remake made by Bloober Team, which was leaked like forever ago, and it's true, and that looks really good. I mean, looks like a really good remake. But from what for what some people were saying, Bloober Team is on a very short leash with this. They are supposed to be making it like very well. along the same lines as the original Silent Hill 2, because people people like originally on it know that Bloober Team's has not had the greatest track record as of recently. With their games like The Medium and all that jazz. So that's good. The next two games that they showed off were games that I have no idea what they actually are. Because they just showed small, like, little trailers, which is Silent Hill Townfall and Silent Hill Ascension.
Yeah. Yeah, these are a little less clear because...
I believe one of them is not a game, right?
Yeah, so Ascension is the one that's not quite a game. It's a Twitch experience?
Yeah.
It's a what experience?
It's like an interactive movie experience type of
So yeah, I
thing.
guess it's Twitch plays Silent Hill.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah, as a matter of fact. As for Townfall, we don't know past what was shown. They just didn't give us a lot of information, and there wasn't much to go on from what was there.
Yeah.
It seems like a prequel or something. I don't know, because there's like a phrase, whoever does evil ends up in that town or something like that, right?
It's a possibility, and like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's very mysterious.
Yeah. They didn't give a lot of information with these two titles. They just announced them and was like, okay. They kind of after talking about it, they just kind of moved on to them making another movie with the same guy that did the other two Silent Hill movies.
Yeah.
So I think it's called Return to Silent Hill.
That's it. That's the movie I was thinking of. Yeah, that's right.
So that's gonna come out at some point in time. And then they went on to show the last thing in the Silent Hill transmission, which is Silent Hill F, which had a nice.
It was proper creepy.
Proper creepy.
So creepy.
If you're tryptophobic, do not watch it.
Do not watch it.
1,000%. My goodness.
I think it turns out a lot of us ended up warning out the same friend about this as well.
Yeah.
Because I sent him a message and he's like, "Yeah, thank you for it," but he's like, "So many people have already warned me." He's like, "Oh,
well,
good."
Psycho came in like right after we watched it or whatever, or like we're actually right in the middle of us watching it. And as soon as we saw what went on in it, we were like, "Psycho, don't watch us."
Don't. Yeah, don't. Yeah, it will heavily trigger that kind of phobia.
Yeah,
it's like very I don't know. It's lots of flowers and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of spider lilies.
Yeah, growing out of things. So be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the actual biggest thing that came from Silent Hill F is who is writing it.
Yeah. Yeah, big surprise.
Ryukishi 07, who is the writer of Higurashi and Umineko, which are...
So when it comes to creepy young women, this guy knows his stuff.
Yeah. He probably one of the more prolific atmospheric horror stories in those past like decade and a half.
Yeah, needless to say, this game's set in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's not contemporary either. It looks like it's been in the past from certain things, but it might also just be rural. Hard to tell.
I'm pretty interested in this because I loved Higurashi, and Higurashi is fucked up. They knew what they were doing when they picked this guy to write something, because this is literally this guy's job. He's probably one of the better writers of atmospheric horrors that you can find. This game's gonna be proper fucked.
This will be very scary. It'll be very scary. Atmosphere and body horror. I mean, Silent Hill has already been filled with body horror, but this was it made me squirm.
I like Max's reaction when he saw the name. He was like, "Why does this guy look like he's a fucking Twitch chat name?"
It does though. It does though.
What is it? Why is there a Twitch chatter that's writing this game? What the hell? That was funny. That was the Silent Hill showcase. A lot of Silent Hill games. And then was it the same day or next day?
It was next day.
Next day we had our Resident Evil showcase.
Enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for everyone we get.
The first half they showed off more Resident Evil 8 stuff, like with the Rose DLC. They said that they're actually going in and fixing Mercenaries to where it's like an actual fun experience and not what they have currently.
Third person mode. Yeah.
Third person mode. And I mean that'll all be out the 28th. Also, if you buy the, I think if you own the, oh I know that's Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
No,
Cool.
they also showed off RE-verse. So if you own
Yeah.
RE8, I believe,
Yeah.
you will have access to the. Is it just a beta or just the initial run of the RE-verse stuff?
It's your initial run. I don't know what. This is stuff that they have going. Like, I think RE-verse comes out next year or something like that. If you own RE8 or you buy the RE8 Gold Edition that comes out at the end of this month,
yes,
you will just have access to RE-verse when it comes out.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it looks like Mercenaries 2 Electric Boogaloo, but hey, you get to play as other characters.
It's like PvP.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
that's
PvEVP or
certainly
PvP
not what I'm
like
here for with Resident Evil, but
Yeah.
I know that at least Steve is excited about it, so I'm happy you got what you were looking for. I'm happy it finally came out for you.
And then the last thing they showed off was some Resident Evil 4 gameplay. This game looks amazing.
Looks really good. It looks really good.
They're changing a lot of shit in the beginning of the game.
They are, because they have to, because the original RE4's intro was, I'm taking a road trip. Oh,
go ahead.
Gotta cross on foot. Better go into this cabin. Oh, the local has an axe. Bang. It's literally Leon walks into a cabin and shoots a man.
Yeah.
So, this opening is perhaps better paced because you go down to the basement, you see a body, and you're like, oh, that's a police officer. It's not safe here. And now Leon has cause to shoot a man. Overall, like that's brilliant. It's a good change. We get to see more. I was Aqua, you alerted me to something that disappoints me. Disappoints me greatly, and I'm.
Oh, don't worry.
Still not
the internet's in an uproar over it.
Near the beginning of the game, you have the ability to save a friend. It's a fuzzy friend out there who got his paw stuck in a bear trap. You free this wild dog and or wolf, and he comes back and he helps you with the troll fight later. I have been informed that when you find him in this game, they are already dead.
Too late.
That's so sad. Why did they change that?
What the fuck, Capcom?
The game. This is the dark timeline.
I'm.
Yeah, their question was, "Can you pet the dog?" And then they went, "No,
Absolutely not. Matter of fact,
you
kill the
cannot.
dog. Make it so they absolutely can't. That's not cool. That's not cool. Don't like that. However, there were other things, much better things. We got to see Leon run around in the village. Forgive my phrasing. and kind of reenact a lot of the first act of RE4, right down to being chased by a chainsaw man. Game looks great.
Chainsaw
Game
Man?
looks great.
Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, well, you know, what do you want me to call it? I'm so super happy to see that the ridiculous roundhouse kick is still in the game. So lots of shooting in the kneecap and kicking them, 5 feet away will be happening.
Yeah.
I spotted.
Make the accidental suplex a DLC.
Oh
Do
my
it.
god! Please make it.
Make
just
this,
do it.
do the suplex.
We need to keep all of this. I spotted the shotgun, so it looks like a lot of things that if you know, you know. It will still be in all the familiar spots.
Oh, that's good.
During the course of being chased with a chainsaw, Leon turns around and, I shit you not, and I love that I can say this, parried the chainsaw with a knife. That's a knife.
Yep. And apparently,
have-
if you perfect parry, it only takes like a half a pixel of your knife's durability away. So
You love to hear it. I've said a lot about this game looking like it's going to do away with a lot of the cheesy humor of the original,
wrong.
and I'm still a little worried about that, to be honest. But Leon did parry a chainsaw with a bloody knife, so
so the cheesiness isn't going away because he shoots like a little lamp above a cow or whatever and sets like the barn on fire, and he goes you can bill me later.
To the cow.
So yeah. So like he still has his like corny one-liners.
it's a must. It's a must. Other than that, we got to see. I don't know if we saw him before. I know that we had heard him, but we got to see Luis this time.
He greasy.
He's a bit different this time round. Still smart ass, real smart mouth.
Mhm.
Greasy's a word to describe. Yeah, he looks like he's been in a state.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he's not talking about Ashley's chest this time. At least we get to have actual bants with him for real. I look forward to the shootout with him because it's going to be great. Other notable figures, we've seen Ada, we saw Ashley. It looks like there will be a bit more of an emphasis on the second half of the game. Obviously, let's not get too far into the weeds there.
Ashley doesn't have ears.
Ashley doesn't have satellites. She has ears.
She has a nice new haircut. It's a very nice
underneath
haircut.
the hair. It's wonderful.
She has her satellites are under her hair now.
We saw Sadler and
The big guy. I forget what his name is.
same. Actually,
Big
he's
guy.
just the big cheese.
Big cheese. Actually, that's who he is. He's the big cheese.
Big cheese.
It's what I remember calling him.
That's what that's what they call him. Like through the first half.
He has an actual name though. I just don't remember what it is. I think most importantly for me, we got to see Salazar, who still more or less is intact. That's good.
Looks like Queen Elizabeth.
All right, maybe I wouldn't have said that, but you might.
Everybody else is saying it. Everybody else is saying it. They put her face next to his.
Oh, it's what a time to be alive, eh?
I'm not the only one saying it, okay?
Yeah, so I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they change up. Game looks great. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. It's lit so much better than the original game.
Yeah.
Like, the model upgrades are all super great, but like for me, the lighting is just so much better than the original game.
Yeah, it looks definitely like a horror game.
I left out a very important character.
Oh, you did? Oh, Hunnigan. Hunnigan.
Oh, yeah, Honey is in the game too. She looks great.
Yeah.
But no, the merchant.
Oh, yeah. What are you buying?
Clearly a new person, which is, it must be stated, a shame.
Still sounds like a pirate.
But, the heart's there. He's a northern boy.
Yep. You can trade. You can now. What does it get like? Tradable items. There's now a trade option with them.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Something else I forgot about is the briefcase is back. So we will be playing Bag Tetris,
Yep. Bag.
and I for one cannot wait.
Yeah.
I still can't believe Resident Evil literally decided Silent Hill went yesterday. Are we still going to go today? Absolutely.
No, dude, I'm telling you, I'm like, this was all supposed to be in like, well, maybe not the Silent Hill stuff. The Silent Hill stuff probably sounds like it was meant for its
Always
own
just to
like
be into stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Resident Evil and the 14th and the 16th thing could have literally been in a state of
I
play.
agree. I do agree with that though. Yeah.
and maybe they announced Silent Hill F in the state of play, but yeah, that definitely sounded like a state of play was definitely canceled.
I mean, it's hard to argue. It just a lot of things line up.
Yeah. Anyway, RE4 looks great. March 24th. If you buy the PS4 version, you can upgrade to the PS5 version for free.
That's true. Yeah, because we're still not at the point, despite being almost a year after launch, where everyone who wants a PS5 has one.
Yeah, still.
We're getting
Nice.
there, though. It is
Yeah,
getting better,
getting there.
easier to find.
Oh, actually, we're forgetting one important thing.
Hmm?
Those fucking costumes for Leon.
Ah.
Those costumes are so fucked. Like, there is no way they took out the campiness in the game.
I mean, yeah, that's a solid point. He's literally a powdered up pretty boy from the Renaissance in one of them.
He's literally he's literally Chris Angel mind freak in the villain costume.
You know,
So,
that is a very, very fair call out.
there is no way the jokes and the campiness of this fucking, like, you're gonna knife fight Krauser in this game. That's literally what's gonna happen.
Well, we know Krauser exists. We know he's trained Leon. So yeah, that knife fight is going to be every bit as erotic as it was in the 4 game.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of subtext in that fight. I promise you.
Wait. I gotta know. Is there any hint of the bloody merchant?
Yeah,
They showed him.
he turned up. He had a whole.
Did he have the voice?
I think
It's a different actor.
New.
Yeah,
they got someone new, but I think
It
they are
was a different
trying.
actor, but did they do the what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did that.
Oh, thank God.
They sound kind of West Country, so I think they know what they're doing.
Oh, they're boying. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. What are you buying? What are you
Okay,
selling?
Okay, that's okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I still stand by. I would have liked them to get the original guy back, because if anyone doesn't know, the original actor was just Leon from the same game. He did both voices, so it would have been a nice cameo. You could have invited him back, and he still could have had one of his 2 iconic voices.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I would have liked that, but they didn't, and that's understandable.
Oh, how man, there was just so much in this RE4 thing. The bitch in the red dress shows up.
I mentioned this. We saw.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Excuse me, how dare you refer to our queen?
To be fair,
mean,
he's literally quoting Krauser.
Yeah, I'm literally quoting. Crowds are going, yeah, that bitch in the red dress.
Yeah, Ada turns up and saves Leon, and then Krauser, being the bastion of bloody toxic masculinity that he is. Well, if it's not the bitch in the red dress. And Leon's just sits there thinking, you can't talk to my wife like that.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
I am slightly disappointed or whatever. Because I think my favorite part about 5 and 6 was not 5, because I don't think 8 was. Ada wasn't in 5, right?
No, Ada was in 6, not 5.
Anyway, my favorite part about, like, before they doing these remake stuff is that Ada had a very specific voice, all right, and this actor is clearly not the same voice that did 6 Ada. I really enjoyed 6 as Ada.
I mean, that's fair. Oh, by the way, guys, did you know that Ada Wong is Asian?
Well, actually, I have a counter to this.
Oh my goodness, here we
All
go.
right. I actually literally just watched a Family Guy clip of Quagmire going, "You're not Asian," and we'll be like, "Why is your last name Wong?" And she's like, "It's my married name, or whatever." So Ada could be married to somebody named Wong. So there's my
We know,
counter.
we know that she had a
It's a
fiance.
joke.
His name was not Wong. Ada Wong has never not looked Asian. Anyone
No.
who is like baffled by the fact she's not a white woman is what are you doing? What are you doing? Come
Wait,
on.
what? Really?
Yeah,
Really?
this is
somebody-
not me
so-
just making something up. This is a real
Oh my
conversation that
God.
Yeah,
happened on the
so
internet.
somebody
That's
asked,
so
why does
stupid. Why
Ada
she not-
look? No, why does Ada look Asian? Like,
Oh my
why is Capcom
goodness.
making her Asian? And I'm like,
What
oh,
the
okay.
hell? They didn't. Oh god.
Yeah, so it was pretty bad. But yeah, no, that was Resident Evil 4. That game looks it'll be my first time actually going through the entire Resident Evil 4 game because
I really suggest you play 4 before 4.
No, because I don't like the controls of 4.
That's that's actually kind of understandable. They have aged.
Yeah, the like if 4 played like 5 or 6, like just controls wise or whatever, I'd be down or whatever. But the controls for 4 are actually very stiff. So that's my entire issue with that.
No, that's fair. I understand.
But I've seen 4 played front to back, back to front, upside down 12 billion different times. All right. I know the story. My best friend it's literally his favorite game. All right.
Good taste.
So I have seen this game so many fucking times. So I do not need to play original 4. New 4 will obviously be a lot different. So
Yes, sir.
I'll definitely go through that. But March 24th, yeah.
On the topic of Resident Evil, because this is something that's been brought up a couple of times, I think we all have opinions on it. What happens next? Do you think we go to a 9? Do they remake 5? Is Code Veronica finally going to get some love? What's up here?
They have no plans for Code Veronica.
They should, though.
Capcom has they actually expressly stated it like maybe like a day or two after
I kind of want to because the what's his face from Code Veronica, the young guy, he's so annoying. I was watching someone else play through. I think it was Snake on Twitch, and that character's so whiny.
Yeah.
It feels like a really important game not to cover, though, doesn't
it? It is a good game. It has Wesker and stuff in it, right? No.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. And then
what Code Veronica?
twins.
Yeah. I don't. So
the next in the series, yeah. What do you think?
Well, my issue is, all right. So we have Resident Evil 2, 3, and now we're getting 4, right? And these are like modern AF remakes, all right?
Yes, correct.
All right. One has a remake, but it is dated. Like very, very
true.
dated. And I know their explanation of not doing another remake of 1 being they already did a remake of 1. But the issue is the difference between RE2 remake and the RE1 remake is that there's like 2 generation differences. It's pretty bad. I would like to see an actual like a modern version of RE1. But if there was another one that they could remake, I don't think 5 needs a remake. I think 5 and 6 are close
yeah, no way.
Or like they're late enough to be considered like not super modern, but their gameplay aged well enough to where
I agree.
People can go back and play them. Resident Evil 0. That could use a remake. I think the Rebecca and Billy story is pretty good.
Okay.
and people do that. I mean, I would like a Code Veronica. I never played original Code Veronica, and I would like to actually play Code Veronica. I don't think Outbreak needs. I mean, Outbreak is kind of cool, but doesn't need it. Really would like a 9. I would like a Resident Evil 9.
I want them to follow. Was it Rose?
Oh,
daughter?
no.
No.
We're done with that.
Yeah, no,
They-
that'll be done with that'll be done with the DLC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Okay,
all
but
they all
like-
but said that.
Okay. So Umbrella then, with
Does
the
it exist?
viruses, and not so much that. Yeah. So what would be next in the
That's a
story?
good question, because you would have thought it would have been Rose, but I guess we go back to Chris again.
Either Chris or Jill. We don't know what Jill's doing.
It's
Last
true.
thing we saw Jill, it was in Revelations, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
you know what they need to remake?
Yeah.
Umbrella Chronicles, clearly.
Umbrella Chronicles, yeah.
Fill in the gaps. Don't listen to me.
No, last time we saw Jill was in I think Revelations 2. We
in
don't
the
know what
animated
she's up to.
movies, the CG movies.
Well, I
they
meant video
canon?
game wise.
they canon?
Kinda. The CG movies, they're
I'll be
like
honest,
the animated
I
stuff, they kinda are.
genuinely don't know, because they happen in such a way that it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
if
they're
they
they're
are
like
or not.
they're like set like Infinite Darkness, if I recall correctly, was set before Resident or right after Resident Evil 4 with Leon. So, so they kind of like fit in between like a lot of our earlier games.
They certainly don't hesitate to reference other titles, so I mean they could be. I don't think it hurts. I don't think their addition would hurt the canon.
Yeah. No, 9. Honestly, I think 9 definitely has to be a Jill game. I think we've got enough of Chris in the past 2 games.
I'd be fine with that.
I'd love a Jill game. Yeah, I agree.
We have a remake. We have a remake that's going to have Leon in it. I think Jill's kind of the next person.
Don't forget, however, Jill was the star of 3.
Yeah, but we.
I agree with you. I recognize that 3, 4, and
I just meant like
so 3 to 8
chronologically
is
and
huge.
I just mean like in like new storyline stuff.
Okay, well, how about Claire? She's like a freelance journalist or something in the movies, right? And I don't know what she did after Code Veronica. That's the last game she starred in, right? I would like another Claire game.
Claire is out here blushing super hard because Chris won't shut up about the Redfield family bloodline.
No, I would seriously love it.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be great. It becomes a little difficult if we do actually buy into her being a reporter now, because it does having a situation like that kind of does set her up to be a side character. But Lord knows we've played non-military personnel in a Resident Evil game before.
Yeah.
Anyone can pick up a gun and have to protect themselves from hordes of zombies.
And Claire has done it before, so
it's literally her shtick. So
yeah,
we're like, you know what? We're kind of forgetting somebody.
Barry?
Wesker does have a son now.
No, I'm not forgetting him. At least I'm not, or I am willfully forgetting him. That character does not need to come back.
I mean, he does exist.
Look, that was a mistake the first time round. Let's not go down that path.
But also, yeah, we have Barry, but Barry could easily be in a Jill game. I mean,
Barry's not a leading man.
We could definitely have some more Jill sandwiches.
Yeah, or an Ada Wong game.
I would be fucking down for an Ada Wong game.
I would love that, but they've always treated her as she's special. She'll show up in the sidelines. You don't get to play as her except for what?
6.
The side missions, and you get to play as her in 6?
Yeah, she has her own storyline in 6.
I thought she was just attached to Leon's.
No, she literally has her own route that you can play.
Oh, all right, then I retract my statement. I was going to say you get to play as her very briefly for like this little side story in 4 during Ada Wong's something files.
I actually argue that Ada's route in 6 is the best route in 6 because
I'd had to have played 6 first.
Well, the reason why is because it plays like a Resident Evil game and not an action game like the other 3 routes do.
Fair. I think that's what most people wanted from that, but they did get
Like, you had to do puzzles, it was more horror, you didn't have as much ammo. You were, like, sneaking and sleuthing around and all that shit. Her story in 6 is really good.
fair enough then. I would be
Yeah.
all for an 801 game. Ada.
Yeah, I do. 181 game. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know. Realistically, I'd say yes. They probably need to do a Resident Evil 9.
Just continue on. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, they have multiple teams, so one team's working on Resident Evil 4 remake, while another team is working on Resident Evil 8 stuff. They could easily, after this Rose stuff comes out, have that team work on Resident Evil 9. So, who knows? So,
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
why does Hellena
Now.
Taylor have to continuously keep putting her foot in her mouth?
Well, she's not going to continuously do anything at this point. It's all but done now.
I know. What I mean. So, for those that don't know, and it'll be hard pressed for you guys to not know if you're watching this. Last week we obviously talked about how Hellena Taylor came out and said that Platinum Games was like offered her very little money for her role as Bayonetta for Bayonetta 3, and she tried getting them to up it, and they only increased it by a little bit, and so she just refused to roll, and that's why we have Jennifer Hale as Bayonetta now. Before our video went up, Bloomberg came out with an article saying that she was actually offered $4,000 per session, per 4-hour session for at least 5 sessions, which would have put her anywhere between the 15 to 20K for being paid for the role. I mean, Bloomberg, the person that wrote this was Jason Schreier. We all know that he's not one to come out with stuff and not have properly vetted the information. He was also backed up by at least two other news sites that said that they can corroborate the information that he got as well. So we were pretty much all ready to talk about how, okay, yeah, okay, it seems like she may be misrepresenting the information here. And then yesterday she goes on and proves that she was misrepresenting the information by putting out a bunch of tweets. And there's a lot of tweets.
Yeah, it was... God, this whole situation's so strange.
Yeah.
Like, she clearly was coming from a negative place when she started this. However, it started a conversation that had died down for a very long time, and it's one that needs to be brought back up. But my biggest worry is that she's poisoned the well. Anyways, you are right. She lied. She very obviously lied because she pretty much admits to it now, which is weird.
Yeah.
Or she didn't lie. She misinterpreted. She purposefully misinterpreted the truth to paint herself in a positive light.
Yeah.
And when the evidence came out and Bloomberg, Video Game Chronicle, and I believe one other source confirmed this, despite not being able to put it out themselves, that was pretty damning against her. And I don't know what her reason for suddenly flipping was. Maybe she just knew it was a time bomb that was only going to get worse as it went on.
Yeah.
But she did then come out and all but all but admit that, yeah, no, I was in fact offered 15,000.
Yeah.
I said no because it wasn't enough. And side take, I also still think that's not enough. But she then goes on to just prove that she more or less lied in
Yeah,
those videos, and it kind of sucks because she had become the face of this like revitalized talking point, and my biggest worry is that it will die with her too.
yeah.
So let's read her tweets.
Yeah, I
So
got it.
she posted on 23 hours ago. As I posted on part 3 of my video, and I'll come back to that, I explained that their first offer was too low. That offer was $10,000 total. Remember, this is a $450 million franchise, not counting merchandise. I then wrote in Japanese to Hideki Kamiya asking for what I was worth. I thought that was a creative, though as a creative, he would understand. He replied saying how much he valued my contribution to the game and how much the fans wanted me to voice the game. I was then offered an extra five. I think she put an extra O there, 5,000. So I declined to voice the game. I then heard nothing from them for 11 months. They then offered me a flat fee to voice some lines for $4,000. And I guess that's where the $4,000 comes from.
Yeah, the cameo.
Yeah. And then other lies, such as 4,000 for 5 sessions, are total fabrications. So she's accusing them of lying. They were not extensive negotiations. I have also been informed of ridiculous fictions, such as I asked for $250,000. I, as a team player, I was just asking for a fair living wage in line with the value that I bring to this game. I was paid a shockingly low total of 3,000 total for the first game, a little more for the second, and I wanted to voice her. I have drummed up interest in this game ever since I started on Twitter in 2011. So she's stating for the first time actual offers that she was given.
Yes, which is important.
Yes, she never did this besides that 4,000 for that was offered as an extra. Now she referred to the third video saying I said this all before type of thing. So I watched it again thinking I'd missed something, but no, there was no amounts stated in that video and she did talk about the letter, and she did then went on to basically tarnish the new voice actresses. She was calling her a big betrayal for voicing the character. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, that was a bad look. All
so bad. I was like, I rewatched that again. I was like, oh god. But no total money, no amounts was mentioned in that video. So I don't know. It's like, I was thinking, did you watch your own things? Did you read back your own tweets from before? Because now you're just making it look like you just totally lied about it. It's so bizarre.
Like, this statement, whilst being more illuminating than her first ones, is way more damning for her.
Yeah.
And then she goes on to say that that she went she donates she donated like a lot of her signings that she's done for Bayonetta to charities, and she kept saying that she's going to post these charities and and she keeps telling everybody to not spend money on this game because from corrupt, greedy people, and just donate it to charity and stuff. Like she even though she's like, she states like, okay, yeah, all that stuff that that I said originally is actually false, and what they were saying is true. I'm still in the right here, and people need to not buy this game.
It's such a mess. It's spaghetti. That's what it is.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
she's literally blacklisting herself.
yeah, but she's like Dolla said earlier too. It's kind of messing with the whole like voice actors need to be paid more, because that's still a true statement.
Yeah,
But now that she's done this, that people are just not going to believe it. Like I've seen lots of people say, "Oh, 15,000, that's surely enough money." But no, you have to realize when a voice
Oh my
actor,
goodness.
when a voice actor does a job, that's for the whole year. They have to budget for a whole year, right? 15,000 a year. Let's think of it like that. No, that's not enough to live.
No, they have to keep making sure that they have other work.
Yeah, they have to constantly work and constantly try to budget for the whole year. And that's with also paying tax and bills and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is still technically not enough, but now that she's done this mess, people are not going to believe that either. So it's oh god, painful.
You know, like honestly, at this point, like I'm willing to just drop the vase. I think everyone understands now that Helena is not in a place where she should be talking about this, and clearly, with what she's done, it looks like she is most certainly in the wrong.
Yeah.
And but I would still like to see the voice acting stuff get talked about, and I'm so pleased to hear you say that, because I'm baffled pretty routinely by Twitter and hearing the takes that like voice actors aren't worth more than what the SAG rate currently is, and I don't get it. I recognize people see you go in for 4 hours and you make $1,000. That's insane. But like you said, you absolutely hit the nail on the head. What if they get nothing else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of it as a yearly wage. You can't live off that amount.
And yeah, no, voice actors absolutely shouldn't be restricting themselves to one thing the whole year. But you wouldn't say that about a movie star. You wouldn't say that about a television star. You wouldn't say that about news anchors. Why do voice actors deserve so much less?
I don't know, man. It's fucked. Like voice actors definitely like while they're able to take on more, they're technically able to take on more roles than you would say a normal actor it would be able to take on at any given time. It doesn't mean they need to get paid like a significantly more amount.
It's not even
less.
it's not even comparable. Like, and this isn't just comparing them to like the who are big stars. I don't want to use Johnny Depp. He's my go-to though. But yeah, they're not like Johnny Depp's and Jeffrey Rush's and Angelina Jolie's. Yeah, I think I'm selling myself short on that one. But regardless, like even if you use smaller television roles, these people still get paid way more. It's like God. The one thing Helena said that is correct is she wants a living wage.
Yeah.
And I don't see how, even if she is a horrible liar, she's not wrong about that. And I don't see why people would be willing to argue against it.
But my thing is that I understand she wants a living wage, but is she like wanting a living wage just off this one role? Because she is an actor as well. Like she does acting gigs. If she's
I don't know.
she's looking it sounds like she's looking for a living wage off of this one role that's actually going to just take her 5 steps.
Oh, you have to take multiple jobs. Like a lot of voice actors actually have
I'm saying
jobs
what
as well on the
she's
side,
I'm saying
just
what
to make
she is expecting, like what her idea right now is that she should be able to live at least off of like a year off of just doing Bayonetta.
It's hard to say because we're all kind of in a really angry place now, and I don't want to attribute like more than is deserved to her. Like she doesn't deserve a lot of good things, but let's not start assuming stuff about her because she is an actor, so she would theoretically know better. The one thing that I've never agreed on, and I still don't know that I agree on it now, is that six-digit figure. That sounds really weird, even with her strange fixation on the Bayonetta franchise being worth 450 million, which it is most assuredly not. That is just numbers of copies sold times 60 with no understanding of time has lessened the value of the physical discs. That's
Yeah.
all that is. But even with that, I cannot imagine she thinks she's entitled to $100,000. And she says she's aware that she's not entitled to 250,000. I'm particularly sure where that specific number comes from. And I know we can't really pick and choose what we're willing to believe her on, but I just don't think it's reasonable to think that anyone believes that a role like this for a game like Bayonetta specifically is worth six figures.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think she expected to make a yearly livable wage off of this one title. I do believe that she wanted more than 15,000. I believe she wanted substantially more than
Yeah.
15,000, and that gets into whilst it gets into the morality. Whilst you might think you're owed more, according to the contract signed, this is how much we have to pay you, and it's as far as we're willing to go.
Yeah, I mean, like, since this is a union project, her getting 4,000 a session is way more than what SAG even like forces, like, you know, at least
Just so.
forces people to have anyway. So she's getting paid. Like, that's what Little was saying. She's getting paid literally at least 4 times the amount she would normally get off of just a union rate.
It's true. Like, there's no arguing that she was being treated exceedingly well by comparison.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever. Jennifer Hale gets that money then.
Yep.
Congratulations, Jennifer Hale, for getting $15,000 to $20,000 for her role as Bayonetta, and she doesn't sound
Presumably.
horrible. So,
Presumably, yeah.
yeah, presumably, yeah. I assume they might have just given her 10,000. I guess because probably didn't maybe not have put up the fight that Hellena Taylor tried.
No, I can't imagine she did.
No, she probably saw 10,000. She saw 10,000. She's like, oh, that's a lot more than what I would normally get paid.
And that would be the most logical choice, is I'm worth a little bit more than the typical actress. They're paying me a little bit more than the SAG rates. This is a good deal for all involved.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair guess as to what happened.
Yeah.
Anyway. I will also say this, though, before we go.
Yeah.
This does not absolve Kami of being a gigantic dickhead online.
Oh, no. He's always he is a dick.
That is also true.
But a lot of y'all were riding him real hard. I'm not saying apologize. I hate to say it, he kind of did have it coming.
Yeah.
But let this be a lesson to everyone about making judgment calls before we have
all the information.
Information.
Yeah, no. Kamiya does not help himself in the fact that he obviously always comes off as a giant dick.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean,
it's
like
just
his
this
work.
time he was right.
Yeah, like I like his work. I really do, and I recognize this is probably the case more often than not. When he gets into fight with people online, he's probably usually right. But
yeah,
it's not going to help your case when you're right and in a giant child about it.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you could have just said nothing.
Yeah.
True.
Like that, like you could have defended it. You could have put all of this to bed really quickly with the facts as we know them now. But at very least, you could have just said nothing. And frankly, let this be a lesson to Hellena about how the power of saying nothing can save your life.
Yep.
Save your career, anyway.
Yeah.
Career, rather.
Yeah. But that's actually going to be it for news this week. Lots of good news. One not so good news. one meh. One meh. Anyway, what is the plan for this week, fam?
I'm gonna play more goddamn Overwatch and play some Bayonetta 2 and make myself feel better.
You play Bayonetta 2?
Mm-hmm. I own Bayonetta 1 and 2. Okay. I've never finished 2. I've been meaning I was gonna finish it before 3. I still plan to. Look, my opinions on Hellena might have changed, but the game's still fantastic.
Yeah. Leak.
Hmm?
What are you gonna do?
Me? I'm
Yeah, what's
probably
the-
going to maraud.
Yeah.
You gonna maraud?
Maraud.
Time to maraud.
Become the
Yeah.
space pirate you were born to be.
Yes.
Well, Star Ocean 6 comes out on Thursday.
Sure does.
It is 70 gigs
It's
According
so big.
according to Steam. This is and for file size wise, it's the biggest Star Ocean game.
When you finish installing this, let me know if your computer moans.
I signed up through Rainmaker to hopefully maybe get a copy. If I don't, I'll just buy it on Thursday or not Thursday. I'll buy it on Wednesday because they'll at least send me an email to say whether I got it before
Sure.
Thursday. But yeah, I'm playing that. I'll probably play some Kuro before then, but I'll definitely be playing Star Ocean. I'm excited to hopefully maybe get a good Star Ocean game. Haven't had one in about a decade.
I like the optimism.
Over a decade, or way over a decade actually. When did 4 come out? And I'm not gracefully. I'm being generous to 4, saying it's good, because it is questionable.
Certainly not 5, though.
No, certainly not 5. Actually, you know what I learned the other day?
Go on then.
Because apparently Mercer talked about it before. Mercer played the main character of Star Ocean 4. He played Edge Maverick. All right. Yeah. So the directing apparently the voice director of that game apparently didn't exist. And the people that were running the direction were overseas, and they only allowed them one take.
Oh my god! Don't even get me fucking started on my thoughts on direction.
Yeah,
that's a different
Yeah.
podcast.
They allowed them. They only gave him one take for most of his lines.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. But I'm not surprised. Like direction for voiceover is just so absolutely insane. They want you in and out of the booth as fast as possible because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's disgusting.
It is.
But yeah, I'll be playing that. Excited. I wanna,
Enjoy it.
I want it. And I mean, I'll be playing. I'll be attempting to play some Arc Knights to see how far I can keep that up. So yeah,
it'll be a nice little thing to do before the anime comes out. Also on No, I think on Saturday.
Yeah, it comes out sometime soon. Leek, you want to shout out anything? You don't want to talk about your little forays into voice acting?
My little forays. I've been doing it for ages.
Well, your forays into voice. Yeah, but you don't ever shout them out.
I don't need to. I post them on Twitter. I post them on my Discord.
Follow her at Leek Wibbles.
Yeah. I do post them a lot on the internet.
Forays.
Forays. Rude.
You don't shout them out here or in Matt's Discord.
You pay attention to the stuff, Aqua.
I do pay attention to your stuff, but just say you don't shout it out in other Discords.
I'm not neither to stole it.
Well, whilst these two kill themselves, if you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, please like and sub. It means a whole lot to us. We love you, and we'll see you again next week.
Bye.
If I'm alive.
Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely true.